say when I move from here, I'll free. Brother say when I move from here, I'll free. You say one talk again. I wanted to mean it. Who talk clear to you, but you double in the question. Hi, land looking, hi, looking. Then you want force and no more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to again. And said they call me to the office of OSP.
I think it's going to me. They come together. You say you get the tea to the man. After you get the tea to the man, you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I will not there.
Nobody, you getting very. You say ask me too much question. Yes, you say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer now, then you.
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, let's go ahead now.
Go to school. The English say I need the English.
Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Sorry.
Say Ali, you take that. You take that.
I'm taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
I said I can take that
to explain. Okay.
Communication Incorporated brings to you Freedom Hub. Freedom Hub, a 2-hour informative forum where key issues are discussed to shift the destiny of our country positively.
The same allegation of corruption, there are multiple cases where current officials of this government are being alleged to be deeply involved with corruption. Why not subject them to the same treatment? If Master Kimia can be good enough to go to prison on allegation of corruption, I mean, Moda should be good enough to go to prison as well.
This is to me, you know exactly what happened up Capitol. You have the evidence to prove what happened up Capitol beyond all reasonable doubt. So we do not have to keep running in circles. Investigation is now a single day. The governor of Liberia is an interest. It's a party in this case.
There's part of the many challenges in Liberia: poor education, joblessness, and underdevelopment. The question are, how will Liberians be reconciled with self-division, divisive, and destructive politics?
Let me address this private jet issue. My response may not go down well. As Dara who campaigned against private jet, use of private jet against President Weir. I want to publicly apologize to President Weir. We did not understand the constraints and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting president, Joseph Walker, and his men to try to tear our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? Answer these questions plus many more. John K.O.K. and Princess Elessa Vante Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub, for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9.
If I tell you things I did in Bagan before you were born, you'll fit the story. We were the one that's speaking chicken here. But today I can't do it. I want to be honest with you people. I don't want to tell you people a fairy tale story that your woman and this and this. I'm being honest with you people.
You said during the youth days in Bong, you were one person who used to steal chicken.
I'm proud of that too.
And today coming back to tell the Liberian people that you want to have an elected position or occupy an elected position. Don't you think someone may refer to you as an old criminal?
And not me, want to go me, I will take it. I did it at that time, so I cannot do. But what I'm telling you is this: I have been refound.
This is a political era. Like you get.
Let me tell you something. If you want me to lie to the people of this country, then I will not do it. I'm telling you factual story about me. You didn't force me to tell you. I'm telling you something about me. I want the Liberian people to listen to it and be able to vote for me. Look, Jesus Christ himself said, only the criminal will be able to preach the Bible and understand it better. Okay? Why do you think Jesus made that remark? Because he knew there would be criminal in the world. Look, if I go to steal chicken today, you'll put hanger on me. So if I read me in Bagan.
Are you making this statement to get the vote of the young people who these days are called Zogos and Zogos?
Or to maybe seek forgiveness?
Let me tell you, I'm making this statement to identify myself and where I come from, the struggle I went through, so you can build your life from there, a younger generation, and know there is hope in the future.
I guess what? Maybe people come up here. Oh, we didn't eat here with me. The sun up and they get a husband as the t-shirt is like for free bowl. I was there to, you know, it's all sale. We didn't buy it. Yes, say that. We didn't it's a rescue. I just want to ask you one question. Now, will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you to us. No, you even claim to even be the hero for your experience. But why you to us? So why the rest now stable? No job, no food to put on the table. Not just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids get poor. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of help people, they breaking property on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people. I hate to say you not alone. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you are going to change things, but we not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. We not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and unity, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I said, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. That's what I am. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I said, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Wherever you are, however you are joining the conversation on the People's Radio, this is Freedom Hub on 87.9. My name is Kai Oliver Kai. I'm here today, as always, with Princess Alexa Vanjakoli. Jointly, we will run up to 6 o'clock, bringing you all of what you need to know about your country, Liberia. Interestingly, on today's edition, we're going to be playing host to the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Honorable Councillor Jonathan FONATI KOFFA. The current representative of District Number 2, Grand Crew County. Speaker KOFFA will sit in the hot seat today to talk more about issues relative to his county, particularly the district. Live outside of the speakership.
wanna ask you one question. Now will you give the rest?
Motorade, the honorable councillor, will be giving his own perspective on current oil deals of the capital.
Mr. Rest, the people say not like you.
He has been in the business of flagging some of the critical issues within the Oranto deal, plus several other legislative, interactions. He will be throwing light on some of his personal opinion on issues of the capital, on critical issues that are before the national legislature for action. The honorable lawmaker is going to be giving all of those issues. He's going to be responding to them on the platform. By the way, this is the chairman of the construction committee, so he would not sit here without talking something about the construction process of the CDC headquarters.
We not give him the people what they want.
Until that happens,
Let me ask you, Mr. Rest.
for those of you listening, you can continue to follow all through our platforms. Those of you across the world, you can join us on YouTube at Freedom Radio Liberia.
You down sassy,
The Facebook platform is also available.
but the Liberian people suffering.
And I'm told this broadcast has been brought to you by several other radio stations across the country, including
Who you rather give the rescue now?
the very radio Atina in Grand Creek County in the former speaker's district.
I just wanna ask you one
We're going to take a break. When we come back from our break, we'll bring you the rest of the conversation. The honorable lawmaker is in studio.
rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rest.
And so while the break is on, remember, those of you on the cash giveaway can keep doing it at *255 *1#. And the more you play, the better your chances are. After the speaker's appearance, we're going to run deeply into the draws. Let's take a break to be right back on 87.9.
Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death. And we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam.
Okay, Crime Stoppers Liberia, Omen Samson is the Chief Executive Director. Alexa, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Oliver, and I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. However, where you're joining us, would like to say welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9 FM. We have a lot to talk about today, and I think today after this presentation, we go home. Customer is holiday, Friday, no good work. You already know.
Okay.
But we want to say welcome.
Okay, all right. I mean, it's okay. I was just telling you, it's not that flexible as the one you have up capital. Yeah. Okay.
Again?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, just. Well, I'm trying to tell the speaker to just take time with our chairs. They are not as flexible as the ones they have up the capital. But I'm just kidding. The honorable speaker is here. As somebody said, once a speaker, always a speaker. Honorable Councillor Jonathan FONATI KOFFA, it is our honor to welcome you to Freedom Radio Liberia. Your first appearance in our studios. This should be. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Well, good afternoon.
Hello, bossman.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm not sure that's my first time. Maybe it is.
In the studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, we went to the office.
Yeah.
Had a couple of interviews and so
That
forth.
was when you were deputy speaker, I
Right.
think. Yeah.
Deputy speaker and also speaker.
I was not part of that one, so I don't know about that one.
Freedom Radio was there though. Okay, so folks, if you are there, we are here. The representative of Grand Creek County District Number 2 is here. The Equitable People Lawmaker is here. The Crew People Lawmaker is here, and the rest of it. Honorable, how is it? When I say how is it, I'm asking about life being a former speaker. How are you coping?
Well, it's good. I mean, it's great. Being former speaker is actually an honor, huh? So I get a lot of deference given to me by ordinary folks.
Okay.
And I appreciate that.
Do you miss the position?
Yes, I would say yes because it allows you to have a lot of impact on public policy.
Okay.
It allows you to leave an imprint and a mark on how an important branch of government works.
Okay.
So yes, I miss doing that.
Is it about the policy aspect of it, or the convoy, the portfolio?
The convoy is actually irritating and maybe a little risky.
Okay.
The portfolio is enhancing. So all of that, and those are part of the trappings of the speakership. One would miss that. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy that you were honest with that.
Yeah, I mean, it is a pleasure to have you with us live in studio. I remember the first time I ever had this kind of conversation with you. That was like I think 2022. So it's been like a few years now. So to have you here in our studio, not as the deputy speaker or as the officially, speaker of the country, you're just here as number one, an individual, number two, a leader who is representing your people from Grand Crew, and you're also from the CDC. But recently we have a lot to talk about the construction committee. I'm sure we're going to talk about that as well.
Okay.
But I mean, as a person, how has it been? Let's forget about whether you're missing the speakership or you're not missing the speakership. As an individual, how
I have returned somewhat to the practice of law.
Okay.
I do a lot of international work right now. I'm collaborating with some colleagues and I who graduated from the University of North Carolina School of Law.
Okay.
On the issue of how do you contend in a corporate context with AI? How do lawyers advise clients who dealing in an AI context on how to proceed and the ethical dilemmas of those. So we're collaborating on that kind of project, and those are the kind of things I enjoy.
When you were speaker, you became a kind of a bit, I don't know if this is going to be accurate. You were not that deeply involved, I mean, physically in the county, in your district, District 2. How is the district right now, especially now that you are not speaker? What is the situation in the district?
Okay, so we started out trying to organize the house before we move on to the district.
Okay.
So now with things not going in the house in terms of my having to spend full time there, we are organizing now to return to completing all of our projects in the district. There are a number of challenging issues that has to do with especially a particular breach in the Bola region.
Okay.
That we are consulting on now with the government and some private sources to see if we can move in the district and make some meaningful impact. I suspect, or it is my plan to be in the district for Christmas.
It is a plan to be in the district for Christmas.
Yes.
So basically, I mean, when you were speaker, you took bulk of the time trying to straighten the leadership of the house, and you could not go to the county, and the rest of it is history. All of us know. Now, back to the capital. What is it? Many of the folks thought that after the speakership situation, you wouldn't have continued being lawmaker. There was a speculation. Was it a difficult decision to go back to the floor to start to represent your people from the floor after the gavel left?
Yes, it was in the beginning.
Okay,
but then what made sense was one of my constituents called and said, "Look, we elected you to be our representative.
Not speaker.
We did not elect you to be speaker."
Okay.
That's when the light bulb went in my head and say, I ran to represent these people, and regardless of what happened in the leadership struggle, I cannot just abandon my advocacy, my representation of them. So I will have to return to the floor. Yes.
Okay. You talk about, I mean, you mentioned the issue of the breach, which falls under your oversight responsibility as a lawmaker. Now, in terms of lawmaking, were there policy issues you presented on the floor that will particularly impact the people of the district? If so, can you let us know?
Well, our signature initiative right now is the social safety net fund, which we have proposed for $25 million.
Okay.
We are developing the mechanism for that to be able to for implementation. We recommend to the budget. So those are things that will impact the district.
What is it supposed to target? The $25 million. What is it supposed to address?
It's to address school fees and rent, which are the two major responsibilities of Liberian families.
School fees and rent.
Yeah,
for
this day and age.
I mean, the proposal you're making, who are going to benefit?
So we develop a means testing program that target the most vulnerable.
Okay.
And to get them up to that kind of, and based on their eligibility, there will be a category of range. You know, even if it doesn't pay your whole rent, it may make 85% available.
Okay.
And they won't give you the money. It's something where a voucher program could be developed where your landlord, within the context of your legal agreement, will be able to get a voucher and get it cash at a central bank or designated bank to be able to accomplish that social program.
So that is an impressive one. I think we had a conversation about that. That was some part of last week, and we had a lot to talk about it because that is something that we see out of Liberia. Basically, it may be named something else. Basically, to provide welfare for citizens who cannot afford, certain things, especially when it comes to housing and maybe healthcare and all that. So one of the things I was talking about was how would this be received? Is it just going to be maybe for a moment where you're going to propose this as a temporary thing, or is it going to be something that will be passed based on the conversation you will have with your colleagues?
Okay, the way we envision it right now will be about a 2-year program because we are in a serious economic downturn when it comes to the pocketbook of Liberian families.
Okay,
right?
Okay.
Liberian families are struggling. They are struggling worse than at any time since 2005. That is my gauging because based on my interactions with the common people.
I mean, you mean they're struggling now?
Yes.
Under this administration?
Worse. It's worse now.
Okay.
They struggled before.
Okay.
Yeah.
But before it was manageable.
Just the comparison now is like...
the people who they used to go to for $10 or $5 can no longer afford it.
Wow.
Okay. Well, when the rising tides wouldn't lift all of the boats, but it will be able to have some individuals also reach out a hand. When the situation with the families get to this level,
okay,
government must step in. Okay, we cannot say at Capitol Building, or pay us as much as you can because we got to help our people. Okay, I don't want to be a conduit for anybody to get money.
Okay.
If it is the possibility where the government through its social program can step up to the plate, I think the government should do that.
You said it's going to be
my own experience was
thing.
Yeah, because we are hoping that rescue will
make it sustainable
after 2 years.
Okay,
the economy will improve.
Okay,
that it will no longer be a program that is necessary.
Okay,
if it is not, then we have to make it permanent.
In these kind of situations, what any government will want to do is to tap into their natural resources hub. For example, oil, timber, gold, diamond, and the rest of it. You are lawmakers. We've been reading being negotiated up Capitol Hill.
Updates.
What is it from your end? People see you now as maybe, if I were to say, the most active lawmaker for the past 2 weeks. You've been on social media every day going through. What is wrong with the whole oil deal up Capitol Hill, for which we see you writing here and there? I mean, we want you to have the ample time to explain all of the issues you have.
Okay, so my area of law is contracts, corporate negotiations, mergers and acquisitions.
Okay.
That's what I do. All right. So as a lawmaker and a lawyer, when I heard the president had presented bills to the House agreements, because one of the things everybody complained about, say, under the during Ellington or
68 concession agreement,
68 progress concession agreement.
That's right.
Okay. So I wanted to take my own time now and look at the 3 that have been submitted.
Okay.
So let me just take a look at it. The first one, of course, I picked up was Oranto. I picked up Oranto for a number of reasons. The first of which was Oranto is not new to Liberia.
Okay.
The last time Oranto was here, there was a lot of noise. In fact, the deal had to be cleaned up. There's a global witness report on it. There's a ProPublica report on it. There, Front Page Africa, other notable journalists, investigative journalists, articles have gone into this.
Okay.
So I wanted to know what was important about this Oranto?
Because they were here and they were not able to continue,
right?
And they are coming back. So you took interest in it,
right? And what was the difference this time?
Okay.
And as I began to read it as a lawyer, it was astounding. So then I put it aside and I picked up the law, the 2016 law and the 2019 amendment.
Okay.
And so, well, then let me compare and contrast as to what is going on. The Liberian participation component, which is inserted as per law, has no legal backing or protection, because the citizen participation, the mechanism, although I disagree with the law on that, but the mechanism used for citizen participation, that is Liberians who got oil companies and what have you want to tap into that, NOCAL holds their share.
Okay.
But NOCAL is not a party to the agreement, either as NOCAL or as holders of citizen participation.
Okay.
Then the agreement goes to protect itself by saying no other person besides those who sign the agreement are parties to the contract. So what you have given to Liberians, in essence, is really nothing.
Let's go to the first point you raised. You say under section under 16.3 of the Oranto deal, the one that has to do with production sharing agreement. You say every cent Oranto spent to acquire the oil block will be reimbursed to him when he flips. He will get back the signing bonus, money for the data, permit money, and even the cost of the pen they use to sign, they will get back. And you said, che, what does that mean?
It's in the agreement, right? So the agreement says he pays $1.25 million in bonus.
What does the law say about the bonus?
Well, the law doesn't have a particular
fees attached.
Yes.
Okay.
But the practice in the practice has been about $10 million per block.
Okay.
Signing bonus. Okay. So whatever the negotiation is, they negotiated 1.25 million, right? Then it goes to say that 1.25 million is recoverable as petroleum cost. Because what happens is when they do production sharing, right? They will have to take out what they call petroleum costs first before they begin to give royalty to the government.
Wow.
So this guy the risk, because every investment is a risk. The reason why they give it to you is because you're going to make a lot of money. And the reason why you're going to make a lot of money, because you put up a lot of money up front and you invested.
Okay.
And part of that investment is the signature bonus, which, by the way, is not due for another 120 days. You got 6 months to pay.
Wow.
Okay. Signature bonus is usually due and payable within 30 days after you sign.
That's right.
Okay, it's due immediately, but it's due within 30 days after you sign.
So even the fact that it is not going to be at 10 million that it used to be, under the previous oil concessions,
it should not be a recoverable petroleum cost.
So before it was 10 million, for example, and the concessionaire will have to pay within 30 days. This time around, they brought it to 1.2 million, and they're saying they want to pay within 6 months.
Correct.
And you have issues with it.
Of course. This is a giveaway. Look, if you're going to do that, give it to me.
Okay.
Right? Because, the total that I have seen that he will spend within the next 6 months is about 1.2 million. Let's say, let me run it, or let me credit him and say 5 million.
Okay.
I can raise 5 million. Musa Ability can raise 5 million. There are a lot of other Liberians that can raise 5 million.
Okay.
Give it to us.
So your argument is if the government is willing to give a foreign you consider it free. Yeah. If they choose to give it to a foreign entity, it's better to look from within and make their own millionaires here.
Exactly. Now they will say, but you got no experience in the oil sector. People will say because FONATI KOFFA bought black, nobody will come. But if they say Oranto bought black, then people will come. Good. So let FONATI KOFFA go bring Oranto, and Oranto bring the other people. So you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that the chain of money can stay in Liberia. Don't forget, Oranto owes Liberia $50 million in capital gains tax from the last sale that he hasn't paid.
And they're about to give him another contract.
Yeah, he didn't pay the last one, and you didn't say, we're coming to do the business, but before we do the business, pay what you owe us on the old business.
That's why you are a lawmaker. That's why you are there.
Of course.
So you've been I don't want to sound comical, but you've been updating us a lot like a blogger, especially on this entire Oranto deal. And one of our editions, we read a lot from you. And one of the things that I was looking at, you made a comparison, and that was with Ghana, where you talked about the 20 million US, signature bonus for deep water and all that. So we had a whole conversation about it. And then we'll get back to a point where you referenced 2016 petroleum law. And at the end of the day, you were asking where was the justice minister, because you were basically just recommending injunction at the end of the day and all that. So now we still have these things with your different updates. There are people who still do not trust some of the lawmakers based on how the House is now. And we have you, and maybe we have other lawmakers who are just standing firm to saying, hey, we don't want this, so maybe the deal should be cancelled, or maybe we should have to go back in our drawing board to have a new discussion again. So after all these different updates, like, what happens next? Are you still going to continue just talking about it this way? Because I'm sure at the end of the day, you have a lot of other lawmakers who will look forward to having this deal signed. And Liberians, again, will be there as the bargaining chip. So basically, they're not going to benefit anything, because you have maybe the executive, you have lawmakers doing one or two. So what is it?
I was happy for one thing. Today, I read in the papers that the committees in charge of reviewing and reporting on this asked for more time.
Okay.
Because they said the deals are controversial and all of that. I would like to think it has to do, in a small way, our attempt to bring this thing to the public.
Okay.
So everybody going to look at it again. All right. I think for all of them need to be corrected. All of them need to be, it need to be redone. But the reason why I think Oranto should not proceed is because Oranto does not have capacity.
You think so?
Yeah. He there is nowhere, if you look at all his licenses, that he's being able to drill, number one, or number two, drill in ultra deep waters, which is what we have now. The companies, Total Energy, can
because we're about to go there. We have three deals. You only choose to grab onto Oranto. If somebody is concerned, why only Oranto?
That was the one you are now going to agree with.
Because that one shocks the conscience.
Okay,
it shocks the conscience. First, by their previous dealing. Then secondly,
owing Liberia over 50 million and coming back to start a new deal.
Yes,
it's like I'm renting from you. I didn't pay your last rent, and I'm coming to your new apartment to want to rent it.
Well, you say it better than I. So this one shocks the conscience. I'm telling you, this is one which I think we should tell him thanks but no thanks. Right? The others are things where I think it was poor lawyering in here. I'm not going to blame it. I don't know who represented the government as a lawyer in there, but I think it's poor lawyering.
Okay.
So some of the language we can tweak, we can control. If the law says 10% and there's a justifiable reason why we have to reduce it in a ratification agreement to 5%, it must specifically state so, because that's 5% benefit to you and 5% negative to the country.
Okay.
So the country got to know how much we give up in order to get this deal.
You did a comparison with Ghana, and as you are criticizing the deal, there are other folks who are criticizing you as well. They are saying Councillor Koffa cannot keep comparing us with Ghana when we do not know our production capacity. They are saying Ghana is currently producing. For us, we are still in exploration mode. So your comparison was kind of unfair to the very negotiation.
At the time Ghana signed for the Jubilee arrangement, they too were exploring. They had not. They were at the same stage we are now. Okay. Later on, they had some hits and some not.
Okay.
But at the time they signed it, sure. Now, they were at the same. We were comparing apples to apples when you comparing to Ghana.
Okay.
Because that was at the same point. I'm not comparing to Ghana now. I'm comparing at the time they first got into their own deal.
The communication you jointly wrote with Representative Musa Bility, you raised some crucial issues. We were kind of wondering as to what maybe the reasons behind you wanting to know, for example, who are Oranto Liberian lawyers. Why do you want to know who their Liberian lawyers are?
Because it is important that these are all things. When I read the agreement looks so bad, I gotta say either there was no lawyer, or the lawyer got problem. Okay, some front page reporter, I think the lawyer for Total is also the lawyer for
the Liberian government.
The government.
Yeah.
So when you see those kind of things, that problem is problem. So that's why we ask these kind of questions. Who are these lawyers? When I read about who are these lawyers, because there's an agreement that violates in all its tenets the laws of Liberia. So was there a Liberian lawyer at the table that said, "Look, we can't do this by our law"? You see what I'm saying? So that's what we want to know.
You're also asking for their Liberian partners. I mean, is it compulsory for the foreign oil company to have Liberian partners?
No, it's not compulsory, but for full disclosure, it's important to know who the partners are.
Okay.
Right? Because, for example, say I'm speaker and I'm a shareholder in Oranto.
Okay.
Don't you think that's important for the public to know? So I recuse myself.
Are you suspecting that there may be government officials who are?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I just want the full disclosure.
Do you have a copy of the current agreement? I mean, the current proposed. Oh, you brought it.
Yes, that's it right here.
Okay.
Because I didn't want anybody to come and say the thing he's talking are true. Right? I've cited chapter and verse.
Okay.
Every problem I have with this agreement.
So
before you come in, what are you going to be pushing for? To redo it, or Oranto, pack your bags. You owe 50 million. You ain't pay it yet. We don't want. Do you want to redo it, or you just want to find a new client?
Look, I said yesterday to a friend of mine in the government, and he laughed and said, "No, let's give him a finder's fee arrangement. Finder's fee is, you know, the sector, you are respected in the sector, you know the kind of people who will want come. Go bring them who can do this thing, and we'll give you 20% of what we make."
Because you don't trust his capacity to
he doesn't have the capacity. It's not whether I trust it or not. He doesn't have it. If someone can show me where, in fact, in Senegal in May, his license was under threat to be revoked. Okay, I mean, he has a history, you know, of getting blocks and trying to flip them, and they can't flip. They're holding the licenses. So all I'm saying is, he's good. Oranto is a good flipper.
Okay,
give them a finder's fee agreement. Let them come. And let's do business that way.
Did the government provide any reason to you, the lawmakers, as to why they thought to reduce the signing, fees from 10 million to 1.2?
Unfortunately, I'm not on the committee, and I haven't seen any notification of committee hearing, and they haven't come to the floor. One government official who called me said, "Look, the oil companies are reluctant to pay such a high fee, especially in a situation where we're just fishing, where it's speculative whether there's oil there."
Okay.
So we thought by giving them an incentive, by reducing we give them an incentive by reducing the signature bonus. Okay. So it makes sense.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, so to reduce from 10 to 1.2?
No, not to 1.2. It makes sense to reduce it.
Okay.
I disagree with the 1.2 number.
Okay.
Okay. So the approach of reducing it because you want to incentivize them, or because signature bonuses were going down for fields like Liberia's, it makes sense. Then you have to give me the logic as to why it's 1.2. Not only that, you got to show me the logic as to why it is recoverable.
So I think this is, of course, it is very controversial, by the way, and
it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but it is, unfortunately. There are Liberians who are gullible, and I'm saying this not to look down. It happens in every society, and in as much as you have continuously shared different updates on this deal, how it is not really adding up at a certain point in time, there are still people who wouldn't understand it, so they will have to politicize it, given that you're from the other side of the river. So they would think that you just want to have this due to not push through.
So the rescue government will not have the money to do the project they want to do.
You're supposed to do that. You're being political. That's why you're vocal about this, and you're just explaining about this like every now and then. So people are out there, they don't understand exactly how, I don't want to say how bad, but how controversial this deal is. And if the right thing is not done, at the end of the day, Liberians wouldn't benefit. So what's the best way you can put it for people who are out there listening, Liberians who think that you're just being political about it? That's why you're just going behind, just talking about this is this and that is that and, all that. So what would you want to say to them?
Okay, so if I wanted rescue to fail, I would not have worked with them when I was speaker. Mm-hmm. I would have been an obstructionist, which I wasn't.
Okay.
If I wanted rescue to fail, I wouldn't oppose only one of the 3 agreements that were submitted. I told them, look, I'll give you Total, I'll give you Ivanhoe. There may be some problems with those agreements, but these are solid investments. We can correct the few things that are done. But this agreement is very bad. Let me show you with my post today, which any layman will understand, right? So this agreement is between the Republic of Liberia and Oranto Petroleum Limited.
Right.
I searched the business registry and there is nothing like Oranto Petroleum Liberia Limited.
Oh, wow.
What is there is Oranto Petroleum Limited, which is a BVI, a British Virgin Island company that was incorporated, that was registered in Liberia in 2010, I guess for the purpose of doing the 2012 flipping, right? Okay. So that is not the same company. In corporations, every corporation is an individual person.
That's right.
So you cannot be her and she cannot be you.
Okay.
Right? So I can find at the business registry this Oranto Petroleum Liberia Limited. It doesn't mean it's not going to show up tomorrow, right? So I'm not going to bank on that. So because Oranto Petroleum Liberia Limited, you can guess, doesn't have anything, right? I mean, they say they are Rose Garden Plaza. I'm sure you go to Rose Garden Plaza, you won't see no oil equipment there, right? There's maybe not much there. Maybe the most they may have is a vehicle also, but they do not have an active operations in Liberia.
Okay.
Oranto Petroleum Liberia Limited. So the agreement says, we want your parent. Okay, the most government and corporation will say, okay, look, we understand for purposes of domesticating your thing, you open a Liberian company, but we want your parent to guarantee this deal.
Okay.
And that's what they said. Okay. So we go now to the guarantee section of the deal.
Because you were asking for some kind of, I mean, was it 30 billion or 3 billion, I mean, having access to
that's a pre-qualification.
Okay.
Apparently they threw that out the window. Okay. To say forget pre-qualification, we want you come. Because the man didn't even buy data, right? He didn't even pay for the data. Total Energy paid 3.5 million. Here is the deal. You're going to make a deal to drill in an area, and you don't even want to know, your geologists don't want to know whether the area likely have oil.
From the way we see it, it appears like what is being proposed, from the executive to Oranto, is almost free. Why do you think, I mean, you're a politician, you're a lawyer, former speaker, what are you suspecting from the angle of the executive branch of government? Do you think something, against the interests of the country is happening? What are your thoughts?
No, so I won't speculate, right? Okay. Let's just go by the facts.
Okay.
Right? The deal has problem. The executive will have to explain themselves why they selected it.
Okay.
Let me finish this one about the guarantor, right? So Oranto, the big Oranto, the real Oranto, has to guarantee
the mother company.
Yeah, has to guarantee this one, right? Yeah, it's the guarantee agreement. Oranto is not listed. The amount they guarantee is, you see the blanks? That where numbers are supposed to be. Maybe in the total agreement, maybe this last number here is 40 million.
Maybe it is blank because it is your copy. Apparently the copy before the speaker, there are names there.
Okay, so then why my copy has the signature of the government? You know, their signatures here.
That's what it is. So Oranto Liberia is not included, in on the list of those who they are providing the guarantee for.
There's no guarantee.
Okay.
To this Oranto Liberia agreement, there's no guarantee because nobody signed anything, and nobody is named. No numbers are given to which the person guaranteed. If you see total own of agreement, it ranges from 3 million to 40 million.
Okay.
In guarantee.
And we don't see same for the Oranto deal.
This is Oranto
thing. Who signed it? Whose name is there? Nobody.
I mean, I'm saying by blank.
Yes.
And the rest of it is good. You're displaying it before the cameras.
Because people say Liberians don't like to read. And I guess maybe that's part of it.
Yeah.
That we don't like to read. So you take the people, you say, what are the agreement? Oh, yeah, okay. Who all for it? Who all against it?
There's a reason why the folks place the ratification power in the perimeter of the lawmakers. Now you are the only person, maybe Representative Musa Ability and a few others. Why are you people not eager? I mean, why are the other lawmakers not hungry, to open up this law to flag the discrepancy and whatever the situation is? Why are they not doing it?
No, but I as I told you before, I can't say they're not hungry. Everybody deal with these things in their own way.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Because the committee did request that based on what they are receiving and what they are hearing, they need additional time. So that may be time to look. Let's explore this thing further. Because based on everything we're getting now, it may not be as it looks.
Okay.
Okay. So I gave them the benefit of the doubt on that.
I mean, from practice, after the committee's operation, they will come to plenary for decisions to be taken.
True.
Now, this is where you're going to come in. You are almost like the John the Baptist, seeking to have this deal cleared. I mean, for the Liberian people to benefit. Are you reaching out to other lawmakers?
Yes.
What are they saying?
Everybody's concerned. One person I haven't reached out to, for example, is Senator Kone. But Senator Kone read the agreement over the weekend and said it requires substantial inquiry. Other lawmakers are pulling back now. Senator Duncan, Senator McGill was the first to come out, are saying, look, we need to take a look at this thing. Maybe everybody don't have the radical approach, which is throw it away, but at least let's look at it and see if we can reform it. I think the greater sense from a lot of the lawmakers will be, let's see if we can fix it.
Okay.
I don't think it's fixable because the first thing with a contract is he must have the capacity. And if he doesn't have, if he has the capacity and he's trying to do his best, and for some reason he's losing his shirt, and he said, look, I got to give this thing up, and he flips it, that's genuine. But to go into an agreement with the idea that this guy is going to flip it, so let's just do anything, it's not fair.
So you see him as a middleman instead of he being the real investor. From your own assessment,
of course.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna move to other issues. But before we run to those issues, the Total agreement was signed in Paris. I'm told it's going to come back to you people. Have you started reading it? Are there? The Total Energy, concession. Have you folks started reading it?
It's already submitted to me. I've seen it. Yeah.
Did you read through to identify any issues, or you're only concerned about Atta Eze?
No, it has the same problems. Most of the same problems. A lot of the same problems as Oranto. Okay. So here is my difference. I don't want an investor then not to come to the country.
Okay.
Here is my issue. The reason why I think Total can be fixed is because Total has the capacity to do the work, right? So then we got to look down and say, okay, let's make sure we tailor this agreement to the law. For example, the guarantee section, okay, that is blank in the Oranto agreement is completely filled out in the Total agreement.
Okay.
The only thing missing in the Total agreement is the actual signature, but I know what the agreement, I know who the guarantor is.
Did you see the signing bonus for the Total Energy?
Oh, that's a good question. No, I didn't. I haven't gone that far yet.
Okay,
so you're gonna find
beyond that particular one of your critics said this is bitterness other than legality. They think you're bitter. You lost the speakership.
So
you are angry because you are not the one presiding over the oil deal. I mean, you would have loved to hold the gavel and say, "Hey, committee, come here. What do you say about the deal?" All those in favor say, "Yeah." I mean, they think you're bitter.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with bitterness. It has everything to do with access.
Okay.
Right? So if I was speaker, I can call the Minister of Justice, I can call the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs in my office and say, look, we need to look at it because it's not correct.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And then tell them you fix it before you bring it back. Right? I can do that. I cannot do that as a backbencher. Okay. So my only access as a backbencher is to the public to say, hey, look, this thing is not correct.
But I mean, so some folks are saying you're only doing this thing to buy public sentiment, because you would have gone to the speaker office. I mean, that's your old office. You know, I mean, when they close your eye, you can pass, or in the corner, you know the place. You would have gone to him and say, "Look, Bo, this is what it brought to you. I don't think we should proceed. Send it back." You would have done those things behind the scene instead of coming to the public. Why didn't you choose to go to Speaker Cohen and bring these things to him? I mean, I know a tradition where lawmakers are asked to come to the table, approach the bench, you go there. I mean, that relationship exists. Why don't you explore it?
No. So, as I said, because the agreement shocked the conscience.
Okay.
And I haven't gone to Bo's office. I wrote a letter that went on the floor.
Okay.
And based on the letter I put on the floor, I decided, in addition to this, I need to educate the public to a little bit more.
Okay.
Because again, tomorrow they will say we passed 68 bogus concession agreement. So let me educate the public a little bit more. So if it passed, and after it passes and the repercussions come, people will say, oh, but the same thing Koffa was saying.
We're in 2025. You are a representative. We're leaving the oil situation, except you have something else on that oil thing you want to talk about.
No,
okay, fine. So we're in 2025. Before you know it, we're going to be in 2026, then 27, then the next electoral fever start to build up. Where is Councillor Koffa going to be? There information circulating. He will be senator for Monserrado. No. He will go back Grand Cru to be senator. No. He will not contest. What is it from your angle? What will happen to you in 2029?
How do I know? Only God knows that. My plan, is to do everything I can to make sure the CDC returns to power. My plan is not to individually run in an election that will see me into Capitol building.
So you will not be
as a representative or a senator. You know, that's my plan. That's my desire. I so wish that God does not impose on me the return to Capitol building.
What if he does?
I mean, he can fight against.
Yeah, I will argue.
I want you to tell me you join Jalama Obo.
So
no, that is not my plan. My plan is not.
So even
if before I started the 2023 campaign in Grand Cru, I said this is my last campaign.
Oh,
I told them. It's my last.
You told the people your last campaign as
and they thought I was playing. So you know, some people thought I was playing. But I think it's setting in now to a lot of people that was my last campaign as a lawmaker. Now, then you say the Senate. So why should I leave Grand Cru and come run in Monserrado?
You will not be the first person.
I'm from Grand Cru. I'm a crew boy. That's where my heart is. If I want to be senator or represent people, I'm not coming to represent all the high-head people in Monserrado County. I will be in Grand Cru. I'd rather my high-head people in Grand Cru than the high-head people in Monserrado County. But, you know, my plan is not to go, you know, run for office in Grand Cru. I want to be able to go to Sasta in the future.
In 2017.
And let the children climb the coconut tree, break the coconut tree down, I'll drink the water and eat it.
You didn't declare yourself, you know, a candidate in 2017. You were petitioned by your people. I follow that. They're going to come up to you one day and say, we didn't enjoy you. We still want you, but this time at another level. I know you said you want to tailor it on God, but they could come and say, look, maybe you were represented, so you were quarantined to a particular district, although you were reaching out to other districts, but we want you from the county level, where you look at the crew people, the Playboy people, the Garaway people, and say, I don't want to be.
Yeah.
You will do that.
Yeah, I will do that.
So what if God is speaking through them?
It's a different story.
So the Holy Spirit will speak for us?
Yeah.
Okay. So
anyway,
the former president and political leader of the CDC appointed you to steer the affairs.
That question, because your boss
to steer the affairs of the headquarters building committee.
Of course.
You are the chairman. You broke grounds. Where are we? What is the situation? We saw people fencing the land, you know, getting it prepared for construction. What is it? The people want to know, what is the status of their headquarter project?
Okay, so the contractor is in town.
Okay.
He arrived yesterday. And we spoke today. The first thing we need to do, which is our part of the contract, is to provide water and light to the site, which is
what we're trying to do this week. Once we do that, excavation is going to start, even while he's pursuing the permitting process. So you're going to see.
No. I mean, you want to come with that straight because you said
talking about permits just now, right?
You said excavation will start while he's pursuing the permit. So he will start digging while he's looking for permit.
No, so
what if you don't get it?
He will get it, but it's possible once you're not putting it on structure.
Okay,
you can begin to do your digging and doing your layout.
Okay,
the only thing they will not allow you to do is pour concrete. Okay. So rather than wait, we thought that it's best he start to proceed.
Okay, why you pursue the permit and so forth?
Right.
So former President George Manewea promised to have this headquarters delivered in record time. I like that part, basically in record time. So when do citizens expect to have this? I know you're on the permit part and you said, of course, you guys are going to get it at the end of the day. So when do citizens see?
I think we're very open and honest with our partisans to tell them a year or year and a half.
Okay.
You are in the legislature.
He liked the legislature business.
There is no. I mean, if I have to,
obviously.
Maybe there is this issue with the structures being built in Lofa County. You are not representing
$10 million pillar that the government can explain who's paying for it.
There are too many issues.
Have an owner, and no one knows exactly.
What's your take? Is there a communication for any of your colleagues? You know, inviting the authorities to come and provide clarity to that effect? If not, what are your thoughts?
I'm not sure there's communication from that this issue has gone to the floor. I doubt if it will. I myself, particularly,
you doubt if it will.
Well, unless I raise it or ability or one of the members of the
rule of law caucus.
Wow,
it's not going to make it to the floor. It's
the legislature that way now.
Then
you need a special group of people to raise a certain number of issues to have it discussed.
You missed something.
Okay.
Speaker Kuhn said on more than one occasion, "I am a regime speaker." This is a regime villa.
That's why you people are the rule of law lawmakers.
This is a regime villa. You think the regime will want to put its villa business on the floor? No. And there is power in controlling the agenda. Okay, you can write a letter, and I can tell the clerk, look, hold that letter. I will talk to the lawmaker. I've done it several times. The letter come that I wasn't too pleased with. I'll say, look, hold that letter. Let me go talk to that lawmaker, and I'll go to the lawmaker and convince him to drop that thing.
So why don't you people write the letter? Inviting the folks, and let it be that the speaker, decide not to put it on the floor.
That's an excellent question. I was busy with Oranto and other things. I'll consider it.
Yes, please.
Because again, you do these things, and people say, oh, he bitter, he vexed, he angry, and all of that. So I encourage my colleagues so we can do a division of labor. So
the house is already divided. You have rule of law. Obviously, we know the members, and then you have just the other group. So
the majority block.
I don't like to call them that, but yeah, majority block.
At the end of the day, we will expect that the house will be united. You as a former speaker, and better still, a pivotal.
No, but I disagree. Why you want a united house? If you have a united house, there it will be so say one, so say
we don't want a united house.
No, what we mean? What we trying
to functioning house?
Thank you.
Where there will be mutual understanding, because during the heat of the speakers' debate,
sure.
I mean, you have the rule of law and the majority, here and there.
Sure.
Is that gap, closing? Do you guys see eye to eye these days? Let me just narrow the question down. Was there a point in time you went back to your office to go see Bo? I mean, forget about Oranto.
Have you met him since he went back on the floor as a
There is a tradition where lawmakers will walk up to the speaker office to say, "Oh, speaker, long live the speaker. We can't to see you to compare note." Have you gone up to your former office to go and see Bo and say, "Long live the speaker"?
No.
Why?
I don't know. They never had a reason to.
Wow.
Never did. Yeah.
I mean, from the way you sound, somebody will think you still got issues.
I will always have issue. I think what happened was wrong and illegal, but that doesn't stop me from doing my work.
Okay.
And I have a situation. I'm a person who tries to maintain the space that I'm comfortable in.
Okay.
When people don't want me in their space, I don't impose myself in their space.
There was this issue about while you were still speaker, there were, funds, resources given to somebody who was not the speaker at the time. And when the person became speaker, it means you were functioning in your legitimate space. The government owe you. The government pay you?
No.
Why?
They will pay. Don't worry.
Are you making Frank ever for them
There's
to pay?
a 3-year statute of limitations.
Okay.
Right? So I have 3 years to sue. I will sue before the statute ends, and then in 2029 you will pay me.
So I would like to go back. I don't want to say United House because you asked me before, United House, even though I'm not there.
Before we go,
so this $10 million villa is something that has been trendy for a long time, and no one wants to own it.
Right.
No one wants to accept that. Oh yeah, I know about this. Everybody's just like basically just assuming. Oh, I think it is this. I think it is that. And I mean, they're basically treating Liberians as fools, and I know Liberians are not. So Liberians want to know more about that. So I'm just asking you, as a Liberian, please make some effort for us to understand this whole thing, just the status of it, who is really financing this project, who owns this project, because people don't know about it. So we don't need a United House for that, but I think we need people who have just mutual understanding and to be able to represent this country entirely. So I won't say, Mr. Speaker, you're sorry. Are you going to do that?
I agree with you, and not just only as an ordinary person. As a lawmaker, it should trigger my curiosity. And it's not that I have been curious. It's not to the point where I have initiated, because I myself been trying to get the answers from and see the contradictions on this $10 million villa in FOIA. Okay. As to why FOIA, what's the purpose, who are the funders, and all those kind of issues that need to be raised. But in my mind, I think all is not lost in terms of the answers, because it's an ongoing project. Okay. And so at some point in the very near future, that is going to come to the forefront.
Before we go to the lines and so forth, the visa extension situation, how did you receive that news?
3 years.
I didn't receive it any way different, because it's cheaper for the people who already will get the visa. That means instead of going there every year and get my visa renewed now and pay $160, now I will pay, so you can divide that $160 by 3, because that $160 now will carry me for 3 years.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that the people who were never getting visa are going to get visa. So the rate is 90% of the people who apply will don't get visa. 90% will still be denied. Right? This is not a visa waiver.
So it is when
you won't see me dancing, say the United States announced visa waiver for Liberians. You know what I mean?
The nobody will be here. I mean, the next nobody will be in
I agree with you. So we are already, listen now, Liberia had already given them 3 years.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. It's only right in diplomatic circle that
you reciprocate.
So when they came to Liberia and said, look, we need you to take this guy, Liberia reminded them, yeah, we don't mind taking him, but we have this issue of reciprocity that you are not following.
Okay.
They say, okay, fine. You can have it.
Just have it
50-50. I know Liberia, America, but by the time they say America, everybody gets happy. But it actually means nothing.
Because there's this entire news. There are people who said they're going to sell a lay property there to go apply so they can check with America one time, because it was not really explained properly.
Yes, and again, because you have a 3-year multiple entry, it does not mean that you can go to America and stay there for 3 years.
No.
Okay.
When you get there, you have about 6 months on a visitor's visa to be in the United States and depart. Otherwise, they will revoke your visa. Okay, and you will not be able to return to the United States.
Before we go to the lines, quickly, when was the last time you spoke to the political leader of your party, the former president?
I spoke to him Sunday before he left.
Okay. Sunday before he left. Okay. All right. So the reason for that is because their information across social media, people are parading with some gossips that the former president went for treatment. When you spoke to him, what was his condition?
But the former president was fine. That is patently untrue.
Okay.
I don't, if the former president had an issue, some of us would know and would be told. It's not something he's going to hide from the public, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to listen to some guy, I forgot which country he's in, who say people call him from Ghana to tell him that the former president. No. So the former president didn't go there for that. He has multiple engagements,
okay,
especially with the FIFA issue and some other personal and political engagements, right?
Okay.
So Ghana is just a transit point. As you know, he has a house in Ghana. So it's easier to just jump on the plane rather than come to find the 7 o'clock flight to get on it every time you have to travel.
Mm-hmm.
Once he finishes all these engagements, he comes back to Liberia as a base.
Okay, he's a representative councillor FONATI KOFFA, Jonathan FONATI KOFFA.
I'm sorry.
Okay, he's the lawmaker from Grand Crew County District number 2. We asked all of the questions we had. We're going to go to you, the public, to give you the opportunity to ask the representative those things that we were unable to ask here on the platform. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we open up the lines for a couple of minutes, maybe between 5 to 7, 8, 10 minutes to take calls. Then we go back to the lawmaker for his response. Let's take this quick break to be right back.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Morocco.
Hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
Okay, we want peace in Liberia. Quickly, let's go to the lines and talk to our people. 086 500 104 086. Numbers to join locally. For those of you outside Liberia, you can join us on +231 86 500 104. I repeat, +231 86 500 104 is the number for those of you outside of the country to join us, and let's have your input on the conversation. The Honorable Councillor Jonathan FONATI KOFFA is our guest. He has been talking about the Oranto deal, the CDC headquarters, and several other issues. Again, he said the deal is either taken back or real scrutiny done so that it will reflect the interests of the Liberian people. Join the conversation. Let's see who is this first person on the line. Okay, go ahead. This person, how are you? How you doing? Hello.
Hey, hello, Oliver. This is GT Warrior calling from Canada. How are you today?
Okay, we're great. Warrior from Canada. Let's hear you, sir.
Thank you very much. Hello to Speaker KOFFA. And Speaker KOFFA, I have a question with regards to transparency in the next step with regards to the Ontario Petroleum deal. My question to you is, with regards to all your revelation, what concrete step should we take now, or should the agreement be cancelled, investigated, or renegotiated?
Okay.
And will you support a public inquiry into such a deal for us to be able to know about the approval?
Will you support public hearing? I mean, that's exactly what it is. Okay, thank you very much. Let's leave you right there and talk to this other person. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Hey, my name is Emmanuel here. I'm calling from Rhode Island, USA.
Emmanuel from Rhode Island, USA. Let's hear you, Emmanuel.
Yeah, I just want to ask our honorable there concerning about guys in jail because of the false allegation. What is your passion towards it? And what's the status of the case right now?
Okay. You want to know the status of the case where John Yanti and the rest of the folks are in prison?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll leave you right there. Let's go and talk to this other person on the line. Hello. Let's talk to this person. Hello. How are you? How you doing?
Hello. Okay.
How are you, ma'am? Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Mamber calling from Penn Street.
Go ahead.
Hello, our son, FONATI KOFFA. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear you, and I'm happy the way I hear your voice. You relax into your work. But one advice I have to give you is, because KOK will ask you a question of entering in the chief speaker office. Please, you go to work, go to your office, do your work. I don't want for you to follow with that man office. You want to see that no way you can change it. Secondly, what you say about you not coming, when I start with petition to be our senator.
In which country? In which country? Montreal or Grand Cruz? Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Let's go back. Hello. How are you? How you doing?
Yeah, thank you. This is Christopher Kuhn. I join you from Battlefield, Grand Cruz County.
Go ahead, Christopher. Let's hear you, brother.
Yeah, thank you. So I'd like to appreciate our own, recording our own, because we send there to represent the people of Grand Cruz County, and we want to appreciate him for his fight at national scene. We want to continue to pray for him. We want to encourage him that the Grand Cruz people, especially the people from Electoral District number 2, they are in solidarity with you, Councilor Koffa. We want to keep courage, keep fighting for the Grand Cruz people, and we are anticipating your arrival, as like you said, to come to spend the Christmas with us. We will be highly welcome.
Okay.
And the reception will be hard and everything.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We'll talk to the other person. Go ahead. How are you?
Good evening. Okay.
Let's hear you, my brother. Quickly, no time.
My name is Eric M. Smith. I'm calling from Single. I want to appreciate the honorable speaker for at least talking everything that in the interest of the Liberian people. But I have one question for the honorable speaker. In one is read or you said that in 2016, the current laws paragraph 21.1 state that the current agreement shall be valid for a maximum period of 7 years. So my question to the honorable speaker is, why the government is giving Oregon 10 consecutive years? Is there any correction that is pending on that stuff? So I want for the speaker to please answer me that question.
Okay, we'll leave you right there. We'll talk to the other person. Go ahead. He's taking note. Let's hear you. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Thank you so much, KOK. Let me say, my name is Eugene S. Jobu Jr., and I call you from Capital Bypass.
Go ahead, Eugene.
Let me say hi to the former speaker. Quick 2 questions, KOK. History, I come from Tupo.
That's not a question. That's not a question. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm interested. I've been following his Facebook post. My question is, it's just a recommendation that we want you to also update us as audience on the issue of the contract, the road contract, the needed road contract that was submitted to the horse. And we were told that we were put on the horse without any hearing. We want you to take a start to go through that contract and update on a page. Lastly, please. The issue has to do with the drug issue in our county, in Grand Cruz County. I want to know, his intervention.
Okay, the drugs issue, you want to know his intervention. Let's talk to the person. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Man City.
I think okay.
We're great, Man City. The speaker is here today.
Thank you, buddy, speaker. Pleasure. Getting my speaker. It needs to have to elect. Mr. Koffa, how you do, my brother? Yeah. Okay. Thank you for me. I was dynamic speaker. Mr. Speaker, my brother in the diaspora just asked if I want to ask you over again. We were beating the ground and our children already behind bar. I want to, when you talk with the family. 2, The very poor you Musa Hassan Bereti, that are then registered to discuss it when I agree with you, your position. And three, I want to be please. Hey, they to love me, I'm not saying you. I'm busy on the ground, but not living in person. Someone to be with you. I can go to the review.
Okay,
on the grassroots level.
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay, Masisi, we leave you right there, Masisi. Let's leave you and talk to the person. Go ahead, let's hear you quickly. No time.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Let me say hello to CLLR. And let me say good evening to Kofa. The biggest president of the Venezuela movement, William W.
Go ahead.
And during the career. Kofa, we are the president to have a good leader is for the great people. Only for great people go. Now, do living a big place now, to run or whatever. The last time we discussed on the platform of time, for example, we came to the family, to the family, that's a given to him now. If they go and grow, we say, all can benefit, them all benefit, and if they're coming, or they are the SK, let them SK and they know that they need. I go, the people who are done there, they know how to do it. And those who are out of here, will go there and work. I think it's okay there for you to stay with it. Okay, tell me that will be that take so much. What a deal about that, what a deal, somebody will listen to good together, that will do that, then pass, then, or somebody will do, and that they will have been like that, people will tell you yesterday, 25 years, and you didn't have been
Thank you. We'll leave you right there. We'll go to the international line quickly. Let's hear you. We'll take maybe 3 or 4 more, then we go. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Benjamin Najoy, from the Republic of India. So, like you said, thank you to the speaker for his level of leadership and for his continued oversight to be able to exploit every decent deal that will be coming over to the government of Liberia, because we are the future leader of tomorrow. We need resources that tomorrow will be able to use to develop our country. So any deal that is not in the interest of the land, the dealer will benefit, and the country itself will benefit, not just the inhabitants of the elites, but even the common people out there. So thank you for putting me time.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We'll go to squeeze in 3 more. Yes, we'll go to squeeze in 3 more, and we'll go back to the speaker for his response and parting comment. This person, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much. Good evening to the people of America and to the council. This is something new rapper I do join you from my former president.
Go ahead, Tommy.
Okay, thank you very much. I will continue to I want to submit the honorable man, I'm on a campaign, but then I want to find out something for you, which is we're on the campaign and now so that all the projects that we see, but because of the traffic that you are facing in the house, so the people there, but out of so then just the problem, the problem. So I want to know whether you got any plan on hand that
the man said you go celebrate the Christmas with the people. So I think while celebrating the Christmas, all of those issues will be resolved.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. We'll leave you right there. We'll leave you. Let's go for the other 2. Quickly. We'll take this person. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Let me say hi to Lester, and then my speaker, FONATI KOFFA. This is Edmund, the visually impaired. I keep walking through the fire to the lower. I have 2 quick questions. Has to do with the last we heard. It was a bill, was a letter, and you put on the front so as to pay attention on the Liberian people. Where far are we with that if that has been submitted? And the last one has to do, I think, is TRA that was cancelled, that telecommunication deal that was cancelled by President Boakai. There is a news in the air that you, when you speak on, you defended that particular institution because you have a benefit from them. And that was the reason why you were defending. What do you have to say about that? Declare the air.
Okay,
thank you very much.
We'll leave you right there. We'll leave you, Edmund Carr. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute, quickly. Let's hear you.
Good evening, KOK.
Good evening. No time.
Good evening, Honorable Speaker. How are you? I I want to say thank you very much for appearing on this platform today, making the important points today. But you introduced a bill on concerning building housing unit for Liberians.
No, addressing rent and school fees and other stuff, not to build housing unit. Go ahead.
Proposal is
Mm-hmm. Are you done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but we did not get the question. Go ahead quickly. Then we'll take the last caller.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. We did not get the question. Okay, I think.
Okay, I said he introduced a bill concerning building housing units for Liberians that cannot afford. I stand to be corrected whether that's what it was about.
No, it was.
I just wanted to know.
Mm-hmm. You just wanted to know. Go ahead quickly.
Yes, I wanted to know how far is the bill has gone. They are discussing it, or is they carrying committee room, or I just want to know how far.
Okay, he will tell you. Let's go to America and talk to this person, and we come back. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
I spoke to I'm sorry from America.
Go ahead for a minute.
I just want to I will never ask question. I don't know whether the speaker spoke about it on my voice and out. What I wanted to know is something about the party headquarters. I wanted to know when this project is going on now, when is it going on?
He spoke about it. He will address it. He spoke about it, but I think he will touch it when he's concluding.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you very much. And that would do it, except for the exceptional caller. The last person, go ahead quickly.
Hello.
What is the name? Where you join us from?
This is Wilson. I just want to say thank you to the former speaker, and we pray for him, and we're there for him, and God is there for him.
You didn't
fear or anything.
You didn't tell where you call it from.
I'm calling from America, which is in Howard, Demons.
Okay.
My name is Wilson.
Okay.
I just said that former speaker shouldn't be afraid because the people put him there for a reason, and God have the back. You shouldn't be afraid.
Okay.
And when you check the page, I always send messages from God on the page. And just a reason.
Okay. All right, man. Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Okay, we'll go back to you, the Honorable, to address some of the issues. I think you took note, and you can respond to the questions and later on your parting comments.
Okay, so someone asked about the 7 years versus the 10 years. Petroleum agreements by law are granted for 7 years. The provision in the agreement that grants around to 10 years is illegal. I'm not sure, and I don't want to speculate for the reasons why. Someone talked about the update on the contract which was passed without a hearing.
The road contract.
Yes, I saw that issue in the rule of law chat room. There's intensive discussion about it. Of course, those votes, financial instruments, should be by hand votes, and they should not be by yea or nay. But I guess that's the house as it's run at present. Drugs in Grand Crew. Grand Crew is no different from the rest of Liberia with pervasive drug issue. That is a national issue, and we continue to push that more resources be allocated to the interior to fight drugs. The issue of my I don't know how to call them, my fellow defendants, my colleagues that are at the central prison. I think they are being wrongly held. Some of them, after being tortured, are not getting the adequate medical treatment that they deserve. We continue to pray for them. We have seen the entirety of the government's evidence as they have presented it in our discovery. There is nothing there. And then for people to be held at central prison on the condition that they will not be
giving bail until they lie on me is just not fair.
They've been there for long.
This is a horrible situation. Our constitution says everybody's entitled to bail except for capital punishment. The charge of arson is not a capital crime, and therefore they are entitled to bail. The court has consistently seen not to do it, and it is very unfortunate. Someone mentioned about TIA. TIA never came to the floor when I was a speaker. It did come to the floor when I was deputy speaker. I was in the States at that time. I know, and I have some knowledge, certain knowledge of TIA, but that's not the issue.
Mm-hmm.
The issue with TIA is the Justice Minister addressed in a letter in October of 2024 and trashed every allegations made in the president's executive order,
mm-hmm.
that the president chose to continue with that executive order after his justice minister said all of these points are invalid. The contract is legal and can only be overturned by judicial declaration. For the president to move that way, I think it's pure politics. I don't know when and how that presidential executive order can overturn a concession.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that those are the issues I wrote down.
Okay, all right. So, except that they were asking about, a project which you already responded to, and so forth. Any other thing? Your parting comments before you leave?
No, you should call me more often. This is a very friendly audience.
Very friendly audience.
Take that as a compliment.
No,
it's a very friendly. I'm talking about your audience. I'm not talking about you.
We'll have to talk to our audience.
Yeah,
Okay, so folks, there you have it. The Honorable Councillor Jonathan FONATI KOFFA. He has been here for a little over an hour. We'll be here. We'll come back, but let's take this quick musical break. Yes, let's take this quick musical break. Then we'll be right back. This is from our man Caesar Gata. And he will call this one. What is the name of that song?
Is it Freedom Fighter?
Freedom Fighter. Yes, a Freedom Fighter. Caesar Gata. We'll call this one Freedom Fighter. Quickly, we'll take this quick break to be right back on 87.9. Let's do this. Let's do this already. Okay. Wow, Alexa, yeah.
No, please. You introduced that song to me.
Okay, all right. Okay, so we'll get it. We will get it. We will get it. So, folks, when we come back, we'll be playing a particular video where the current chairman of the Unity Party says something about the former president. When we come back, we'll talk about that. Let's take this break to be right back.
One more freedom When they welcome me, they say they were freedom fighters. When they welcome me, they say they were liberators. But when they keep their time, they change their mind. When they keep their time, they change their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters. Ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they came their time, they changed their mind. When they came their time, they changed their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters. Ayo, ayo. Ayo, ayo. Ayo, ayo. Music. Aha. Wani makianye warawa monyonju weyan. Wani makianye warawa monyonju weyan. Ke wana wa kunangire. Wasia wa pebiabu. Wana wa kunangomwe. Wasia wa pebiabu. Kera be monya be nyaka. I'm a freedom fighter. Oh, I'm a freedom fighter. My freedom fighter dey need no be a wasa. I'm a freedom fighter. My freedom fighter dey need no be a baba. I'm a freedom fighter. My freedom fighter dey need no be body. One of my problems is
Okay, so welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9. For those of you who are playing the cash giveaway, continue to play *255*1#. Let's see whether we can go and check the oh yeah, we're creating mess in studio. Let's go and check if we can pay some money out. Let's see if that is possible, whether we can pay some money out. *255*1# is the code. The more you play, the better your chances are. *255*1#. The more you play, the better your chances are. Alexa, I think we can pay somebody. We can pay somebody quickly. Let's pay somebody, then we go. You put us back?
Of course we are.
Okay. No, so you got to.
We are. It's going to take time.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so *255*1#. The more you play, the better your chances are. Let's go give somebody money, Alexa, quickly. Let's go and give somebody money. Let's do it. Let's give somebody money. The more you play, the better your chances are to win. So I don't really give you money. The chairman of the Unity Party said something yesterday, and I want us to talk about it. Yeah, what's your boss man? Okay, the chairman of the Unity Party said something on yesterday. Okay, 7 a.m. Okay, 11. Okay, so this is good. So hold on. Let's start to find the winner. Let's start to find one of those who will be winning money here. Want it? Okay, all right. So let's call. Okay, let's go. Let's see who has won for themselves this morning. *255*1#. Let's see. Pick up your telephone. Hello, how are you? Hello. And that's not the person answer the phone. They won't tell. Hello. How are you? How you doing?
I'm okay. You?
I'm good. My name is KOK. I call you from Freedom Radio Liberia, Chief.
Yeah. How you doing?
We're great. How many times you play the cash giveaway today?
I play 5 times today. I play 5 times.
Okay, 5 times. You spent $250 this morning. Now $250 you spend 5 times.
Yeah.
Okay, so check you take your telephone before picking up the call.
No, I don't some more money message.
How much you saw there?
Oh,
You're only losing that one at your business because we finish sending you $5,000. You won $5,000 on the show.
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations, $5,000. Check it when you see the money. Call us back.
My website you play. Let me play all them. My website you play.
Okay. That one more time you play.
Yeah, you know,
baby play. So baby play, and baby win. Okay, all right. Congratulations, brother. Okay, we leave it right there. I thought he wouldn't have answered. I thought he was not going to answer. You're going to be in trouble. But again, we are good. So, what time do we have? The way I want blasted thing. But fellow Liberians, I want you to listen to what the United Party chairman said when he appeared on our brother Julius Jazz show a couple of days ago. I want you to take your time to listen to what the United Party chairman said.
One of my proud moments on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Brother only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, that for President Weah to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. One of my proud moments in this conference that I went for in Nairobi,
Yes, you heard it. Can you say that? Can you say that?
I remember after the general elections, I particularly made a post on the social media, and I don't know if I can get it right, but I wrote thanking former President George Weah for choosing peace over power and just for choosing Liberia above all else. And when I made that post, a lot of people, some of them are in government today, and some of them before they were branded as independent journalists, professional journalists. Some of them went under the post, commented, and they were like, but he had no choice. That was one of the comments. In to say thanks to former President George Weah because he doesn't deserve any appreciation for what he did. He had no other option but to accept, the results from the National Elections Commission. And I was taken aback a little bit. For me, I don't usually go back and forth when it comes to these different comments, especially when I post about things like this, because I don't have energy for that. I think there are people who are rational enough to look behind just what is being written. But after people commented a lot on that post, one of the things that I was thinking about was, do people see what's happening around us? Do people see what's happening around us? All of our neighboring countries, even some of the countries who are not our neighbors, what exactly do you see around us? From Sierra Leone to, Burkina Faso, and you go back to Mali, you go back to Guinea, all the different countries. And there were people who were, basically ruling establishments. And after elections, some of them did not really win legally, or if that's the best way to put it. At the end of the day, they refused to leave power. And what happens at the end of the day? Chaos. What happens at the end of the day? The ordinary people became the victims of people now wanting to leave power after they know exactly that they've not won. So just listening to this, I think it just clearly shows that people who continuously badmouth President George Weah, former president of Liberia, whenever people say, "Oh, thank you so much for choosing Liberia. Thank you so much for what you did. Thank you so much for, accepting the result and conceding," that now they need to understand, because even Luther Tappet, that was a proud moment for him. Mm-hmm. Imagine you left your country, you went to a foreign land to attend an event, and while you were there, there's an ongoing discussion, and your country was lauded based on the action of another political party, political leader, for what he did. So if this is not a proud moment for all of us, and I don't, now he's saying he's proud of President George Weah because he did not steal the election. So now the question is, are you going to learn from President George Weah? Because now you have your political party in power, and at the end of the day, there are different discussions that will be held. So are you going to encourage your people that 2029, when the time comes, and then you have the official results, when they don't win, are you going to advise and say, learn from former President George Weah, that when you now win the election, you take it? You take it at trouble, because when you go out of Liberia, people discussing anything, are you going to do that? I hope this is not just something he is saying because he wants to say it. I hope he is saying this from the most honest part of his heart, that when the time arises, he will be able to have this as a reference, that, oh, of course, this discussion was held and I was a proud Liberian about that moment, because of the action George Weah took, the decision he made to let go, even though the margin was like very, very slim, he still let go. And that brings me to what George Warner wrote, which we have read at I think 2 days ago, but we couldn't because we had a lot on our desk, so we didn't really read that. But he also gave a breakdown of what's happening. And one of the most recent ones is basically the one in Tanzania, where the female politician who, she had to do what she had to do with her opposition leaders, the opponents going against her. And if you watch international news, you know exactly what the young people are doing. They're burning stores, they're burning different buildings, they're agitating because this should not be happening. Constitutionally, legally, and when Africa is talking about democracy, I think we should be able to learn from former President George Weah, because he is the walking definition of what democracy is, and he displayed that right after the general elections. He didn't make any reckless statements that if we now win election, that will be the end of Liberia. We know who made that statement. So Luther Tappet, coming from the Unity Party, and just going back to what his political leaders said before ascending to the presidency, it is clear that this is like a moment where Liberians should get together, because George Weah is peace. And this is not entirely about George Weah, but when an action is displayed, forget about politics, and then you take exactly what you see, the lesson. So I hope this is not just for now, that one time come, then we'll start making all the plenty hash statement, and I will not win at the end of Liberia.
Okay, so let me play. I think people said they were not listening, so let's play it one more time. Then I can just wrap it. I just one thing. I'll come and tell Luther Tappet and the people who listening that all listen to
a proud moment on this conference that I went for.
If you are getting it, no. Let me remind that. If you are getting it, let us know. If you are getting it, let us know.
In Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Bogga only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, that for President Weah to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I would praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them.
Okay, so this is what Unity Party Chairman Luther Tappe said, I think day before yesterday or so. I like how Elisa said, when the time reaches, he should be able to remind his people in the house that this is what the South Africans said, and we got to do the same thing. No, that's good on the part of, the way Elisa said it. We will not, when we reach to that point in 2029, the South Africans will not tell Unity Party to do what they're supposed to do. The British, the Americans, and you can name it, they will not tell UP what to do. UP will do exactly what needs to be done. And that is the right thing, the honorable thing. You heard the Unity Party Chairman praising President Weah for accepting defeat under 30,000 votes. And by the way, that 20,500 human beings, the difference was the 20,500, 20,500 and change. That was the difference in the elections. So the whole country is evenly divided. And so all the things the party people doing in power, you take $10 million, you go you bail house for President Bogga in Foya. We go ask you who bail. The other man say if for the people. The other man say if for the people. You turn around, you buy $1.2 million car for President Bogga. You turn around, you sack civil servants because you say that Joe we have people to ask smaller people than your own people. You work out, you go to the Ministry of Transport, you take the whole transport document, you get the other people to go run it. You are passing too many book of laws. You are creating hardship in the country. Liberia face final right now, like better go on Christmas Day. You have made the country terrible. People not speaking to one another because the country tough. There is huge division. The government is not making any frantic effort in reconciling the country. When all these things are happening, at the end of the day, people go to vote and say, you know what? Let a vindictive men move from empowerment. Let a men who, when you not support them, they can go fight your business and your business crumble. Let them move from empowerment. The men who, when you not wear green t-shirt and you in the government, they will not even allow you to show face anywhere to identify with your own institution. Let them move from power. When the people reach to that point where they will choose to remove you from power because of your intolerant approach, because of your vindictive attitude, we double dare anybody to want to cheat the election results. Thank God your chairman already said it. That under 30,000, the former president conceded. Not because he didn't have the will to cause havoc, but because he valued the peace of the country. If it reaches that point where the Liberian people decide to vote the Unity Party out, that when that political party will double dare the country. The citizens themselves will double dare the country because the citizens know what President Weah did. So for them to sit down, if the CMC if the CMC will beat UP, CMC get the number. When CMC looking at the number and the number is enough, Unity Party will not try foolishness to say they won't cheat. If the CDC will flog Unity Party in 2029, well, CDC got her numbers, the numbers showing clearly from the war room, they get every tally sheet. Then somebody won't go cheat, the country will not accept it. So it's good that Luther Tappe himself talking it. It is a good thing that it's not coming from nobody else more.
He said you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. We are conceded.
You hearing it? He said the South African told, he said, you people should continue that democracy. Listen to you.
He said you people should continue that democracy.
You people should continue that democracy. It will not reach your time in 2029 when you're lost, then you say you won't force the election result. Because by that time, the men who gave it to you, the men are not crazy. It don't want more crazy chat. So when you think the men who gave it to you freely, because they knew that you had number over them, and the men turn around, they can't flock you. And you won't force it, man, that you don't want to cause for anything what will happen. Anything will happen that you will cause it, and there will be a lot of people who will voluntarily choose to have that thing to happen. And so we're just hoping, like Alessa said, that Luther then will match their words with action. Because it is not begging. Nobody begging them. Nobody will beg them. Nobody come and beg you and say, oh, you're going to accept it when you reach your time. You are under obligation to accept it. Oh, what come here, Alexa? On what come on, we score our goal, clear goal, you say it not go, the game end. Oh no, the game end. Let's say we will break the pole. Our grandma will break the pole. Nobody will play forward down there again. Finish. We score, he said don't go. We score, everybody on the side knows that I go. We celebrate the other man say don't go because he don't want to get the football. He will put that football in your hand and carry it. He will carry it to your heart to go play that, but on that football field, nobody playing there. So it is not a matter of begging. He doesn't have a choice. Alessa, you being a choice. And President Weah has set a particular precedent in this country that no political party will get choice when they're in power to do anything funny with the people with the people votes. No. If you try it, I mean, the thing you're looking for, you will get it. Because at the end of the day, there is nowhere where the government is stronger than the people. When the people are ready, the government will succumb. You got policemen who come on the road, can't do something. They get family, they get horses, they get family, they get everything, they get other people who left very well. Oh, so you'll be on the road fighting for politicians, doing your money for politicians while your family is vulnerable. Continue. But what he said was very clear. And it's simple. You appreciating George Weah? Tell me, Baka. When the people get ready and say they're not winning, when you win fairly, no problem. The political parties, as soon as you don't go try, the people beat them fairly, no issue. But when the people win you, then you turn around and say, because are you in power, that you God say you will be over Liberia forever and ever, then you know what's up. Anything what you see that you take it. That's why Nigerian men say anything you say you go collect. That's exactly what it is. So that's where we are. We gotta take calls tomorrow. They say Thanksgiving Day. Yeah, we'll come to. Thanksgiving Day we'll come to work, but we'll not be on radio. There will be other administrative issues we'll be doing here. Thanksgiving Day on tomorrow. Yeah, so that's why it is. You heard Luther Tappe. We just take 3-4 callers, then we go home. You heard the Unity Party chairman. And some people say, oh, one beg y'all. When it's time you will do the city. No, we're not begging anybody. The country will not beg no political party in power. We're not begging. Call us, and let's have your input. That we're begging you. The way you already know that job we have get a result easily. When you reach your time, no, we're not begging. It is not issue of begging. You are under obligation because you not beg. You try Fidija. Forget it. Let's talk to this person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you again for the time.
Mm-hmm.
And God push you to come to Liberia to say in the studio.
Yeah.
When the time comes, when the time reaches, put it to the line. That 60%, we have anybody that win it. Clearly move from there, wipe your boy, move from there. But if you think you got army, you want to force power.
Oh, yeah.
But when you all, I better you take him down and carry the water and say, what person we are there, I want you to do the same thing. Go to the line.
Okay, thank you. We'll leave you right there. We'll talk to the other person. Go ahead. You heard the UP chairman. Let's hear you.
Yeah, okay. This is David King, and I join you from my residence.
Quickly, David.
If anything of such that the UPs are thinking about rigging election, like what most of them would say, we'll rig the election. If they do it, like I've always said to them, I say, not even the angel from heaven will say, you people and Bwaka. Because the angel will be incapacitated to save any UP that will see the people. No, okay. I a leopard that ring up the all looking like a raccoon. I thought it was over.
Okay, we leave you right there. We leave you. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. You heard the UP chairman.
Yeah, this is David Boniga from Grand County.
Grand Bassa County. Let's hear you, sir.
I don't know. For me, I understand that particular language from the UP chairman as a reverse psychology. In other words, they know President Weah acceptance of elections on the basis of being peaceful. If you listen to the latter end of that interview, you will tell you as long as he is a chairperson of the United Party, the CDC will never come to state power. That means that the party, the CDC party structure itself is very weak. It's very weak. They are not seeing the pressure from the opposition. I wanted to ask this question to Mr. Former Speaker Kofa when he was in the studio. So if the CDC does not play its role, its opposition role, I'm sorry, what that young man said in the studio will surely manifest itself. And at the end of the day, President, we are going in Ghana and accept election results, leaving the poor people.
Okay, we leave you right there. The Georgia that we know that what we talked to yesterday, that Georgia is not accepting results. So thank you very much, my brother. We leave you right there. Let's hear you. Let's talk to the person. Hello. Let's hear you quickly. We have no time.
Yeah, well, Harry. Okay, these are people. President, we are there for peace. The people, somebody confessing. Nothing else. Nothing else except when
the president I spoke to yesterday, he even know that man who somebody can cheat him right now in what they call no. So thank you very much. Thank you. We leave you right there. We leave you. Let's talk to the other person. Let's talk to this other person. Hello. You heard the UP chairman?
Yeah. I heard it. And the latter part of that particular, he sounds sometimes comical, after explaining all I did was explaining, and even like interview, he said he will never be chairman.
No, so what happened is that when he was on a minute texting a minute, he said, man, you know that statement what you made? You know that statement what you made? It want to make all week to do our cheating. That how he came out and started boasting, say, honor my watch as chairman. The other party will not win power, but the country got news.
That's a flaw. Anybody thinks the only sedition or all political party can be the one accepting result because of peace. No, we said at the time that some of us we gonna go into it. Those that will give it, they give it, and our country move on. Then to see us what we are in now. So nobody is not going to be. So what we are saying today is, work, deliver all your campaign promises,
and go win.
Be clear.
Yeah, when you win clear. But when you cheat, when you cheat, you will have your inauguration in heaven. Your inauguration will be in heaven when you cheat. Yeah, we leave you right there. Let's talk to the last person. Go ahead. Go ahead, man, Betty.
Yeah, you're telling me anything I feel like. You can tell me. It's talking to you. You know, it's I'm not playing that. When you win, you win. When you don't win, you sit down. The last time I win, they say come and break ball. They say that. Now I'm up for running off.
Okay. Yeah. Oh man, you won't win my will. You not win. You won't try any forcing thing that in heaven you do the inauguration. Let's leave and talk to the other person. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Okay.
You are the last caller. You are the last caller. Go ahead.
That's the thing that always on your lip, saying that we cheat President Rihanna, that peaceful man.
No. That election is not about President Rihanna. Who told you? It's not about him.
It will be bloody because we will not, because it is not about President Rihanna.
Who told you about President Rihanna?
Our children's future.
Who told you about him? Yeah, about him.
Our children's future is being ruined right now. Things are scattered and everything is bad in the country. Nobody will tell us for peace. That one, the thing they will eat it that day.
Okay.
But nobody will cheat in this election.
We leave you right there. Luther Tabet, the Librarian responding to you. Unless we gotta go. We'll come out tomorrow. We can pray. Then we'll continue Monday.
So we'll be back here when you see us.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be back here when you see us on 87.9. Mr. Luther Taber, bro, you don't I think you are not doing any favor. You like it, you're not supposed to say that because what we know as Liberians, forget about political party. A ANC win, as long come win, as long come get all the people in here and say, oh, I win. Then you be won't change it. I know it will be in heaven. And all the convoy then will be riding in heaven. But it's not in the country will happen. Oh no, you're not here. We'll leave it right there. Yeah, and return here hopefully by Monday. God bless you. Have yourself a wonderful time. Until we see you, like Alessa said, we'll be on the platform on Monday. Bye-bye.